So in this video, we're going to help you to start off the new year in the right direction. Make sure you don't quit this year, setting you up on the right path to achieve your goals for 2020. What's up guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Richard Forde. If you're new to the channel, make sure and subscribe so you don't miss any Taekwondo training, tutorial, tips and much more, where we will cover everything that your training needs. Be sure to also check us out on Instagram and Facebook if you're interested in more daily posts and frequent uploads. We've just hit the 25,000 follower mark on Instagram, so if you haven't already, go ahead and check that out. So for the new year, we're going to do more of these videos. If you enjoy them, make sure and hit us with some suggestions and we'll make sure and get some topics covered. So in today's video, you can expect to pick up some good valuable tips to set you up for your New Year's goals in the right way. So the principles that we're going to discuss today will not only help your Taekwondo or martial arts training, but will also help all aspects of your life if applied. So the new year is a great opportunity to set yourself off in the right path, to get closer to the goals that you may have for the new year. The reality is most people fail each year with their New Year's resolutions. But luckily for you, in this video, you'll be able to avoid the biggest pitfalls where most people fail. So in this video, we're going to tackle 3 of the most important factors that you can apply to achieve your goals for 2020. First, we're going to talk about adherence and how you can set up your goals to make sure that you stick to them long term and achieve what you want to achieve. Second, we're going to take a look at how you can set up your goals for more action to make sure that you achieve them as opposed to just having them as words and aspirations. And finally, we'll address the biggest factor to achieving anything worthwhile, and that is your why. What is the purpose? What is your reasoning behind achieving what you want to set out to do? So let's get into it. Okay, so who hasn't committed to a New Year's resolution? If you're like me and many others, hit that thumbs up button and you'll see that you're not alone. So it happens to everybody, but the main problem is that people treat it like a sprint rather than a marathon. So they attack this big goal, and instead of breaking it into little pieces where they can tackle it quite easily, they try to take on the problem as one big problem, which often overwhelms us. For example, after Christmas, this time of year, everybody's looking to get back fit and healthy. They may look to come back and get their scale weight a little bit more in check. And this is a good opportunity for people to do so at the start of the year. However, the problem here is people try to go from having a completely unhealthy Christmas into a completely fresh and healthy new year. The problem with this is they try to go in too deep at the beginning, and the problem is the adherence is not kept. Instead, I suggest that you break this goal down into small actionable steps, which you can take small progressive steps constantly and gradually to achieve this goal. This in turn will allow you to take some positive steps towards the goal, which will keep you motivated and keep you on the right track. If we were to look at the diet and healthy diet example from earlier, an example would be, instead of trying to make every single meal as healthy and as positive as possible, maybe just start off with adding 1 piece of fruit in each meal, adding 1 piece of protein in each meal, rather than just trying to go all out at once. Once this is complete, then you can gradually build on this habit, and then you will be more in tune to come and hit your goals. Too often we try and accomplish too much too soon. So you got to remember to break your goal down and be happy with small, positive, gradual steps. You got to remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. So the second thing we're going to look at today is how to make your goals into action. So you may have noticed earlier I mentioned small, actionable steps. Well, this is a vital component to making anything happen. If there's no action, nothing gets achieved. Instead of focusing on being, achieving, try to focus your attention on what can you do to put yourself in that position. Let me give you an example. Some goals and aspirations people have in their Taekwondo training may be to become more flexible. With a goal like this, it's so broad, you're already setting yourself up for failure. You need to break this down into positive, actionable steps. What can you do to achieve this? So instead of talking about becoming more flexible, you got to say, what can I do? So maybe stretching 20 minutes a day is a more practical solution to achieving that goal as opposed to becoming more flexible. So make sure your resolutions and goals are not just words, but instead are connected to positive actions. By the way, if becoming more flexible is one of your goals, check out one of our latest videos, full blueprint on how to achieve higher kicks and become more flexible to improve your Taekwondo training. So I just want to jump in here real quick. Before we get to the most important aspect, make sure and hit that like button. It really helps the channel and it helps people who have a similar goal to improve their Taekwondo training to see the video and hopefully improve as well. So this final step is probably the biggest factor in achieving anything worthwhile. Your why. What is the reason that you want to achieve anything? Put simply, if the reason is big enough to you, you will achieve it. If not, you'll find a way to make excuses, to put it to the side and not really go after that goal that you have. So it's very, very important that you have something that's worthwhile and is a big aspiration of yours, because there's a deeper reason, a deeper meaning. Your why is the biggest driver behind anything that you try to do, whether it's your Taekwondo training or anything else you want to accomplish in life. So my biggest advice is, before you go and waste the time, to ask yourself is, what is the reason that you want to achieve this particular goal? When your why is greater than your sacrifices, you'll find a way to achieve it, and there won't be any reasons for you to lose motivation or excuses to come into play to stop you doing so. So to sum up and make sure you don't quit this year, make sure that your goals for 2020 are small, actionable steps which are led by a bigger why. So now here's an exercise for you. I suggest that you go ahead with these 3 tips that you've just got and write down your goals and aspirations for 2020. Chances are at this time of the year you've probably already done so, so now might be a good opportunity to reflect back with these tips and make sure that your goals are set up in a practical and productive way. If you have any tips of your own, make sure and drop them in the comments. We're going to pick one comment, okay, and we're going to give that person an opportunity to get a feedback on any video of their Taekwondo training or performance, and we're going to send you back some things you can work on and some positive feedback for you to go ahead and work towards your goals in 2020. So make sure and go ahead and drop your suggestions in the comment box, and we'll leave you know in the next video who the winner is. So for the new year, we're going to do more of these videos. If you enjoyed them, make sure and hit us with some suggestions, and we'll make sure and get some topics covered. Till the next one, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, if you don't want to miss any top Taekwondo training, tutorial, tips, videos, and much more.